It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And all eyes on the versatile Isaiah Simmons, who had a strong showing last week with an 8-tackle game. It's the Cards and the Commanders, and it's all up next.
We find ourselves at the home of the world's first retractable natural grass field as you get a look inside State Farm Stadium in Glendale. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Washington Commanders and the Arizona Cardinals. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at our two quarterbacks in this one, it's really a good matchup when you boil it down. Sam Howell of the Commanders, Kyler Murray of the Cardinals.
And I think for me, and this isn't an original thought by any stretch, and probably for these two head coaches as well, the key for them is going to be limiting the turnovers, limiting the free possessions. I mean, this isn't saying anything you don't already know, but you've got to be able to make the most out of your drives and see if your defense can help you out, take the ball away from the other team, and give you a few extras.
Two clubs here, each looking to rebound from a Week 1 loss as we're underway on EA Sports. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Cardinals now getting set to go offensively, and it'll be the dual-threat quarterback Kyler Murray leading the way.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers, because the only excitement he really generated was the one interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown pass.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that, and they lost the game. So I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets, and bottom line, how do they get a win?
Go on, Hurt.
And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
As a coaching staff, you can call just about whatever you want because you understand you have guys who reliably take away those massive shots downfield. You're not as worried about giving up the big one.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's more. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against him.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, are going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. Here are the Commanders for their first drive of the game. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
And he comes off a tough opening matchup. Threw way too many interceptions in that game. Definitely not the way you want to kick off a new season. So he said to himself, I've got to throw that game out. I'm going to get a fresh start right here in week 2.
A good starting spot for Washington as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Back to throw, Howell. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a 1st down.
First carry of the game for Brian Robinson. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Now we've got whistles here before the snap, and I believe this is going to be on Washington. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Still 2nd down.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. 2nd down. Howell now. And that nearly an interception here on his opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down.
A partner guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
3rd and long. Here's Howell. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it. Oh, he's got some breathing room. First carry for James Conner. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. Murray a give. This is Conner. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here. Cliff Kingsbury here on 4th down. Trots out the field goal unit. This a fairly straightforward 22-yard short attempt. And his kick is indeed good. And the Cardinals have the first points. It's 3-0. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball away, what's the first thing the coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. The Commanders going to retake the field for drive number 2. Their second drive here of the ballgame, Charles. Remember last time they threw the interception, but the defense held up. It bent a little but didn't break, only giving up the 3 points.
Yeah, obviously they left some points on the table there their last time out, but boy, they have to thank their defense for holding the opposition just 3 after they threw the pick. Their turn now. Back out on the field, put together a good drive, and get some points.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. To throw, it's Murray. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. 3-0 after one on EA Sports. Back in Arizona, second quarter action. It's the Cardinals in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Murray going to throw. Going right back to Knox, and again a completion. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd down, Connor looking for space. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 42 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Right back to Connor here on 1st. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. James Conner, his first touchdown of the new season. And they are able to add on to their advantage. And on his way to the end zone, shedding the tackle, he would not be denied.
That's what's called finishing the run. Making sure you power your way through. One-on-one tackle. No running back wants to go to the bench and say, I got stopped just short.
An extra point attempt to follow here. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it was a touchdown run by James Conner that was the exclamation mark. Takes it at the 7. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Sam Howell in the offense ready to go back to work. And he's been off target here early on. 2 drives, 2 interceptions. They'll look to snap that streak here as they start 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Robinson here. Up to the 20.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Faking the handoff. Howell. Looking for Dotson, and he's got him. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. They'll go play action. Howell. He'll buy some time right. Open man is the tight end, John Bates. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. Now we get a stoppage because as you... The Commanders in some obvious discomfort. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. On 2nd and 12, Howell. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Howell throwing on 3rd down here. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 25-yard line. Off play action. It's Howell. That one caught by the tight end Bates. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. 2nd and 2. With a play fake, and now here's how to throw it. Rolling to his right. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Commanders are back within a score. There you go, Charles. His first touchdown pass of the new season.
And he had a strong rookie year. So much more expected of him this one, as you might imagine. He threw that one with confidence and assuredness.
And I noticed that the celebration a little bit more subdued than his first touchdown pass last year as a rookie.
Yeah, he certainly is acting like he's done it before.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's James Conner now as he trots back onto the field. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
Meanwhile, Murray's throw complete here to his receiver, Brown. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and it'll be second down. Murray now to throw. Screen pass to Conner. Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's third down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. An extra man in the secondary for Washington on third down. Again, they'll throw with Murray. Over the middle here to Brown. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. Jake Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. The Commanders back out late in this first half. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. Powell throwing on first down here. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it, and the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. After the turnover, here's Murray. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And they eventually get to him at the 17 after a pickup of 17 into the red zone. First down. Here's Murray. Finding Knox there, complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. 2nd and 7. Throwing now is Murray. Over the middle, complete. It's Conner. He's going to be brought down there in the field of play. And the clock will run, no timeouts. They will not have the chance to bring out the field goal unit. So we reach halftime here in Glendale with the Cardinals on top. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
We'll start our tour out in the City of Angels, Los Angeles. And it's the Giants who have the lead as they approach halftime. Sterling Shepard, a touchdown reception. From there, we're off to check out another game. And they were losers in that game as they fall to the visiting Kansas City Chiefs. Patrick Mahomes, 3 touchdown passes as his guys bounce back from the defeat on opening weekend. Finally, let's get to Philadelphia. Check on the Eagles at home at Lincoln Financial Field. And they were victorious in that one over the visiting Atlanta Falcons. Miles Sanders, a touchdown run in the victory. On now to a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for Washington. And they weren't able to get a whole lot done throwing the football. That'll likely be a big key if they want to turn things around in the second half. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, they did not have quite the same amount of success in the passing game that their counterparts did, as you get a look at the numbers there. Both of these coaching staffs feverishly making their final plans for the second half. One of these two teams is gonna get their first win. And for the call, let's kick it back out to Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. Now Lewis selects to return it. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Sam Howell and the rest of this offense running back out.
Yeah, he's looking to take much better care of the football here in half 2 after 3 first-half interceptions.
We don't have to just look strictly at the numbers here. You know what else happens to a team when you turn it over 3 times like that? It erodes confidence in you. And it erodes confidence in the offense. And now you have the deep.
He's got a man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It's nearly a 40-yard gain on the opening play of the quarter. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. First down, Howell to throw. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Now they go play action with Howell. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. It's Zaven Collins who got in there to get the sack. But just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously, led to a very quick sack. And it's a fumble, and the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So it looked like a good opening drive to start this 3rd quarter, but ultimately it's going to be an unfruitful one as they give it away on the fumble.
Yeah, where they were moving it, you figured they were in good position to take the lead, but they sure picked a bad time to be lackadaisical with the football. They wound up giving it away.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at the 20. They'll start by running the option to the right. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Give him 10 yards on the keeper, and it'll lead to a 2nd down. On play action, it's Murray. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Cole Holcomb proving too much there for the offensive line. He gets the sack.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this 3rd quarter. Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. Here comes the Cardinals punter now as he's on to kick it away. Yards, that's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10.
A look at Washington as they come onto the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. They give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on 3rd down.
Well, this offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 13 yards there at a Washington 1st.
That's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the 1st down.
Looking middle, and that's complete.
And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Second down and a run by Robinson.
4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And he's got it.
Touchdown, Washington.
Terry McLaurin, a 20-yard touchdown.
And the Commanders have taken a 4th quarter lead. Now Joey Slye for the point after.
And that makes it 14-10. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told.
And it's finished off by a Terry McLaurin touchdown. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
The football back in the hands of the Arizona Cardinals. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the 2nd half. They'll need to change that here.
The drive will start with Connor. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. To throw is Murray. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Brown. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. The offense on 3rd down, not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Nice pickup, 10 yards and a 1st down on the keeper.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the 1st down. A nice run right there.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Here's Murray. He'll dump this one off to Connor. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. They'll wind up getting just a yard, and that'll make it 2nd down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Murray. And the comeback may stall out. It's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And the Commanders are going to take over at their own 41.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. Another important fourth quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Faking the handoff. Howell. He'll buy some time right. And this one's incomplete. This is a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important third down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
Now, this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop them here. Back to throw. Howell. Hard throw. Incomplete.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL, but if you drop the football, that position can get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his second drop of the game. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Kyler Murray now in the Cardinal offense. Down 14-10, a minute 44 to go. They need a touchdown. A field goal is worthless now as they come up on 1st and 10. He's got Connor. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Back to throw. Murray caught by the tight end Ertz. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. And we've reached the 1 minute mark in this game. And this will be swung out here for Connor. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Now Murray. Finding Ertz here on the out route. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. To throw is Murray. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. Murray to throw. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. That'll go for a gain of 7. And just like that, it's third down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. And it's caught. And he's across for the touchdown. And it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages. What an outstanding drive right there to take the lead. And also, Charles, didn't leave their opposition with a whole lot of time on the clock.
Yeah, I like the way that you're viewing this because they did a tremendous job to put themselves in a position to win, but they can't celebrate just yet. They've got to clamp down on any big plays and force them to use up those timeouts without making any headway.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 40, right around the 39, so solid starting field position.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Was trying to get it to Terry McLaurin, and that'll bring up second down.
Powell to throw. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker.
Buda Baker with a pick, and they will score. It's a pick six for the Cardinals touchdown.
Well, Charles, a very simple mission anytime that you play on your home turf, and that is to defend your home turf, and today that mission was accomplished.
Look, every offseason, every preseason, the head coach goes in front of the team and says, the mission for the season, defend our home field every time, split on the road, and we'll be in the playoffs. That's why defending the home field is vital.
So for Arizona, they make amends for their Week 1 loss by winning their home opener. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for Washington, they'll drop to 0-2, and they'll have a chance at redemption next week at home.